Antietam Media Services is proud to bring you racing action from Hagerstown Speedway, one of the fastest half-mile dirt speedways in the U.S. And tonight, Turn 5 Turnaround and Antietam Media Services have partnered up to bring you coverage of the 5th annual Frank Sagi Tribute. It's a full night of racing featuring Mid-Atlantic Modifieds and super late models, where the winner takes home over $5,000. The Frank Sagi Tribute is indeed a very special night for fans and for drivers. Past heroes and champions are invited to attend, and fans are able to meet the drivers they grew up watching at Hagerstown Speedway. It's the sort of access that only a local dirt track can offer to create a truly unique experience for all of those in attendance. And that's how Frank Sagi would have wanted it. It's a packed house tonight at Hagerstown Speedway, so let's go down to Danny Wilson and Shay Judy stationed under the bleachers, where they're talking to fans and interviewing drivers as the 5th annual Frank Sagi Tribute pre-race festivities are underway.
And right now we'll be interviewing Alyssa Rao, a upcoming racer from the Mid-Atlantic Modified Series. Alyssa, a lot of legends here. Your dad, he's raced here for many years. We're honoring 3 great gentlemen here tonight. What does this mean to you to be able to go back through and look and to honor the drivers of the past? What does it mean to you?
I mean, it's definitely humbling. You know, you see so many people that have, made racing what it is today. And, you're walking around looking at the cars and how much they have changed in the past 10, 20, 30 years. And then just getting to talk to the drivers and see how much, knowledge they have from their experiences as to what, like we're seeing today as what I'm experiencing. So it's really cool to see the differences and also to really talk to the drivers and just see how much they love and how their passion has grown for racing over the years as well.
We are honoring 3 gentlemen, and one of them is a gentleman that you grew up watching, Gerald Chamberlain. And I thought it was kind of cool that you actually decided to come up with an idea for a throwback paint scheme for one of your longtime friends.
Yeah, it was, when it came up, I had the idea, and I called Bo first, and Bo's like, yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. He said, let me get a hold of Trevor, and I mean, right after he called Trevor called me, and Trevor was all in, and it kind of snowballed from there. But it was since February, I think it was, that we come up with this idea, and it was really, really hard to keep quiet. And it was almost like Christmas time coming today to get it finally unveiled, and then the shirts unveiled and everything.
Race fans, we're here with Wesley Bonebrake, a regular driver in the limited late models. And Wesley, obviously your dad, very famous here, many laps around this place, and we get to honor a lot of great drivers here today, even people that you actually had the chance to grew up watching them race. So what does it mean to you?
Yeah, it's Alan puts this deal together, and it's just neat to see all the retired drivers. They're the ones that paved the way for what we do today. Of course, my favorite driver obviously is my dad still, but yeah, I appreciate Alan putting this on. I think everybody just looks forward to this event.
We are here with James, and James, one race fan that definitely has been coming here for quite some time. And I got to ask you, how does it feel to actually be here for the Frank Sagi Tribute race?
Oh, it's great. It's an honor to be here in front of seeing all the legends. And actually went to school with Alan Sagi, so we graduated together, and it's just a lot of history. My dad was taking me here in the early 70s to see Johnny Grum and Buddy Armel and all those guys. So,
race fans, we're here with Alan Sagi. Alan, you have put so much work into the Frank Sagi Tribute race, not just from the years past, but especially for here today. There's a great turnout of people here. You've got to be thinking this is a huge success.
Yeah, we're really thankful for everybody to come out tonight. I appreciate each and every one of them for taking the time out of their busy lives and coming up here to honor my father, along with Walter Dyer, Mert Stein, Gerald Chamberlain, 3 super deserving gentlemen who set the tone for our sport.
Yes, indeed. And of course, there's a lot of, other racers, older racers from the past that are here. And a lot of guys, like you mentioned several times before, that you got a lot of racers who haven't been to a racetrack in 20, 30 plus years. And now they are coming back out here in support of this event. So this is definitely one huge event. And on behalf of everyone at Turn 5 and with all the fans that are here, we just want to say thank you for everything that you have done and put into this event. So just want to say thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Shay. Everybody's having a great time. We're having the autograph session here. I was sitting back at the table with Walter Dyer and Lance DeWeese, Gary Stuller, Denny Bonebrake, and we're all just laughing, carrying on. Van May, Gary Snellbaker were here with us, and everybody's just having a great time. So that's what it's all about. That's why we do this. We make this race a little different than all the other races. I think it'd be kind of something my father would like, and we're looking for a good night.
Indeed we are. And coming up next, we're going to hear from Danny Wilson from Turn 5 Turnaround, and then the Modifieds are coming up next after this.
My name is Brock Twig, work at Twig Cycles. We're a family-owned and power sport business. We've always been an Antietam customer. We had some more traditional services, and then it just made more sense to go to that direct metro service, and been very reliable. I like the local support. You have a facility, you have somewhere that you can come. You're not just reaching out and leaving a voicemail or getting an operator, or you can get to know people and that connection. So I think that's very important.
Fiber-powered internet from Antietam Business. Believe in better broadband. Turn 5 Turnaround is your source for everything dirt track racing. Danny Wilson of Turn 5 hosts Dirt Trackin' Tuesday live on Facebook, and now you can watch replays of the show on WCL-TV channels 806 and 6 on Antietam Broadband. Danny and his team talks to drivers, highlights local racing action, and previews upcoming races happening in our backyard. There's nothing like dirt track racing, and there's nothing like Turn 5 Turnaround's Dirt Trackin' Tuesday, airing Wednesday nights at 9 and Thursday through Sunday at 11 p.m. on Antietam Broadband.
Race fans, Danny Wilson here at the Hagerstown Speedway, and we thank you for joining us tonight here at one of the greatest events in the 2022 racing year. Again, I am Danny Wilson, Shea Judy behind the camera. Antietam Media, we want to thank them for broadcasting this as well. Alan Sagi has done a great job of putting this event together, honoring not only three great individuals, but also bringing in all the legends from the past here at the Hagerstown Speedway. We got several throwback schemes that are going to be on display. We got the EMMR series here. So again, race fans, sit back and enjoy this show because we're getting ready to put cars on the track.
5 cars to qualify. We will have 4 heat races for our modifieds here this evening. We're going to go green in turn number 4.
Michael Pappas not making it out for heat number 1. And we are underway. Rick Holston is going to be your leader as we head into turns 1 and 2. And everybody else racing for second right now. David Strummy is the car that has moved in on Holson, and they will race for the lead. Holson and Strummy 1 and 2. Ray Cable has moved up to 3rd spot. The battle for the lead continues down the backstretch. Holson and Strummy on the outside as they go through 3 and 4. And Strummy has lost the handle and believe collected Ray Cable down in turns 3 and 4. Paulson once again gonna lead him around, and once again side by side racing in behind him. Still fighting for second. DeHaven reclaims that second spot as they go through 3 and 4.
TJ DeHaven running 3rd. Is kind of new to this series here. Been running it for about, I think this is his 2nd, maybe 3rd season at the most behind the wheel of a modified. So he's holding his own here. You can see improvement every time he comes out to the speedway.
Corbin in the mix as well. And Ray Cable is on the move. He is up to 3rd, and he's challenging Mike Corbin for 2nd spot now. Still out in front, Rick Holson, 8 laps of distance of these qualifying events. We are halfway with 4 laps complete, and now Ray Cable, involved in the incident with David Stremme, has actually moved into the runner-up spot. And he's going to try to track down Holson. Corbin running in 3rd spot right now. And Cable closing on your leader. DeHaven running in 4th place, then the 0 of Haley Kaiser. Two laps to go for your leaders. Cable is reeling in your race leader, Rick Holson. Holson and Cable, 1 and 2. White flag waves one more time around. Holson with his hands full with the final 3/4 of a lap, as the 90 car is right on the back bumper of your race leader. Checkered flag is out. And Holson holds off Cable for the race win. Eight laps the distance. Everybody transfers to the A in the modified division here tonight. Arena's out. Side by side down the front stretch. Still no clear leader. Farling noses ahead, with Oliver in second as they go through 3 and 4 the first time. Third spot is Ty Rhodes, car number 12R. There's a 3-car battle now for 3rd place as they head into 3 and 4. Donnie Farling, your race leader. Holding on to that 3rd spot is Ty Rhodes, but Justin Cullum in the 95J car giving him a lot of heat in 4th, and he's up alongside as they go down the backstretch and into 3 and 4. Could have a 3-car race developing now for 2nd place. Farling out front, Oliver running in 2nd. 3rd is Ty Rhodes. 4th is Cullum. And the 11 of Bo Akey in that order. Farling out to a pretty comfortable lead, but they are 3 wide down the front stretch. Justin Cullum looking on the inside. Can't quite make the pass. They're still 3 wide as they come off turn number 2. And Cullum looking to move into the runner-up spot. And he will have it off turn number 4. So Cullum now 2nd, Rhodes is 3rd. And Oliver, the odd man, out back to 4th spot.
Yeah, I believe Cody Oliver didn't want to be on that high side coming off turn number 2. It gets a little dusty up there. He backed off, kind of left him go. Now he's going to regroup and try again to get a run on that 3rd position.
Farling all alone out front. Cullum's taken solid control of 2nd spot now. Rhodes still running in 3rd, but he's got a couple of other combatants here as they go off turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Good racing now for 3rd spot. 3 cars racing for position. White flag waves for your leader, Farling out front. Cullum 2nd, followed by the 12 of Rhodes and the 11 of Bo Akey. Down the backstretch the final time. And picking up the win in heat number 2 is going to be the 58 of Donnie Farling.
The 5th annual Frank Sagi tribute will continue after this break with more modified action from Hagerstown Speedway. Stay right where you are.
Why would you type it in if you can speak it?
Say hello to my little friend. So I can search classic lines from some of the movies. That's really cool.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Sunset Boulevard, there it is, 1950. This is really amazing.
Show me movies with Angelina Jolie. Salt, classic, okay.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's why I love TiVo.
Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get fiber-powered business internet backed by 24/7 tech support from Antietam Broadband. Call today.
Couple of race fans enjoying the Frank Sagi tribute on this beautiful Sunday. Let's get back to the modified racing.
Keith Jackson starting 4th, also a former super late model driver, been racing the modifieds here for a couple of seasons. Be another one to keep an eye on here this evening. Him and Drake Troutman in heat number 3.
Troutman looking for the lead as they go into 1 and 2. Once again, several cars racing for a second spot, as has been the first couple of events here tonight. Troutman, your race leader. We got a 4-car battle for second spot right now. Jackson moves into second spot. Then the 8 of Austin Holcomb. So Keith Jackson is second and finally wins that battle for position. Now the race is for 3rd. As Troutman and Jackson bring him around off turn number 4. Third, the 8 of Austin Holcomb. Halfway there.
Keep your eye on Keith Jackson. He just closed in 0.4 of a second that happened. Now he's all over the bumper of Drake Troutman down the backstretch.
We got a race for the lead. By the way, Anderson running in 4th place right now. Troutman hanging on to that race lead. Picked up a car length between the back stretch and the front stretch, and seems like Jackson is able to close as they go through 1 and 2, but that time Troutman had a good run, good lap. So Troutman out front. Second is Keith Jackson. Third is Austin Holcomb. 4th is Andy Anderson. And after several laps, they finally settle into position here. And they'll see the white flag.
Drake Troutman either saw Jackson in his peripheral vision or Jackson has burned it up. But we're now out to 1.2 second lead for Drake Troutman.
Saw him or heard him, one of the two, as he has opened up a pretty significant lead over the last couple of laps. And Drake Troutman is going to win heat number 3.
Danny Wilson of turn 5 is the magic behind the images, and he's on top of the press box getting ready for heat number 4 of the Mid-Atlantic Mods.
6 cars in this one, 7 in the other 3 that have already been run. Late models, your heat, your next. Be ready. Dixon's got the 77 out front as they go through 1 and 2. Once again, good racing through the whole field as they go down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Adabelli hasn't wasted any time. Michael Adabelli into the race lead with George Dixon running in second. So Adabelli from his 4th starting spot to the race lead by the end of the first lap. Followed by the 77 car of George Dixon. Then the 74 car of Franklin. Running in 3rd, 4th to 33 of Jacob Witt. Adabelli, Dixon 1 and 2, and Dixon trying to hang in with the 95 car. He's in solid position in second. Mike Franklin third in the 74 car. Followed by the 33 of Jacob Witt. Halfway this time. No challenge so far to Adabelli in this one. Matter of fact, no close action at the moment on the racetrack. Everybody kind of in their spots solidly. Dixon still in second, followed by Mike Franklin. It'll be 2 to go this time for the 95 car out in front. White flag will wave. As Adabelli crosses under the flag stand.
Adabelli, past feature winner here this season. Back April 30th, he visited Victory Lane here at the Speedway through 3 and 4 for the final time.
Michael Adabelli wins heat number 4.
Super late models are staging now, and we'll bring you heat number 1 after this short break. Turn 5 Turnaround is your source for everything dirt track racing. Danny Wilson of Turn 5 hosts Dirt Trackin' Tuesday live on Facebook, and now you can watch replays of the show on WCL-TV channels 806 and 6 on Antietam Broadband. Danny and his team talks to drivers, highlights local racing action, and previews upcoming races happening in our backyard. There's nothing like dirt track racing, and there's nothing like Turn 5 Turnaround's Dirt Trackin' Tuesday, airing Wednesday nights at 9 and Thursday through Sunday at 11 p.m. on Antietam Broadband.
My name is Brock Twig, work at Twig Cycles. We're a family-owned and power sport business. We've always been an Antietam customer. We had some more traditional services, and then it just made more sense to go to that direct metro service, and been very reliable. I like the local support. You have a facility, you have somewhere that you can come. You're not just reaching out and leaving a voicemail or getting an operator, or, you can get to know people and that connection. So I think that's very important.
Fiber-powered internet from Antietam Business. Believe in better broadband. The Supers are just seconds away from the green flag for their heat number 1.
8 laps, 6 to qualify. See how they shake out here as we head down the back stretch. A pass for the leadoff turn number 4. And Jason Covert is your race leader. Brian Bernheisel looking for second from Kyle Hardy. Covert out front, Bernheisel is second. Hardy running in third. They are 1, 2, and 3, and quite a battle going for that second spot. Covert all alone out front. Bernheisel's taking command of second. Hardy running in third spot.
Looks like Hardy has an ill-handling race car. He apparently made a wrong change. He's trying to diamond off 3 and 4, trying to move around a little bit, find out what's going to make that car work for the moment so he can get back here and make some changes for the feature. But
running in fourth spot is the 88 of Marvin Winters.
Marvin driving the Barry Miller-owned number 88. We'd like to give a shout out to Barry. Barry a little under the weather with some medical issues. Barry, speedy recovery to you.
Covert, Bernheisel, Hardy 1, 2, and 3. The 88 of Marvin Winters running in fourth. Greg Troutman in fifth place. First, second, third, and fourth pretty solidly in their spots right now. 2 laps to go. 72 of Tyler Emery. In behind him. White flag waves for Covert.
Lance DeWeese now making a look at the inside for that final transfer spot.
Looking strong as they go into 1 and 2. He is on the inside.
Lance DeWeese running the inside. Now, that's something you don't see too often, Wayne.
You're absolutely right. Picking up the win, Jason Covert finishing second is Bernheisel. Third is Hardy. Fourth is Winters.
Transfer position.
Fifth, the 72 car of Tyler Emery. And moving into the A main tonight with a pass at the end is Lance DeWeese, finishing in sixth.
Couple of fans on the backstretch just taking in the sights, getting ready for the Supers in heat number 2.
Got them lined up and ready to go here in heat number 2.
Trevor Feathers, Kyle Lee, both in this. Both are past winners here of this event. False start on the field. Well, they will be called back. Trevor Feathers, the inaugural winner of this event back in 2017. So he's looking to double up, as we've never had anybody as a repeat winner of the Frank Sagi Tribute Race here at the Speedway. Green's out.
This time a much better start. Feathers is going to get the 1 and 2 first. Matt Cosner running in second, and once again, lots of traffic in behind.
Stoller made a 3 wide, moving up for fourth now.
Feathers, Cosner, 1 and 2. Got a race for the runner-up spot as the 2 car of Kyle Lee is on the move. Cosner, Lee, and don't look now, but Gary Stoller is up to fourth. Stoller, the all-time winningest driver here at Hagerstown Speedway, with 139 career wins, hoping to make it 140 tonight. Feathers all alone out front. The race is for second, third, and fourth right now. Cosner trying to hold off Kyle Lee and Gary Stoller. Feathers in command of this one. Dale Hollids in behind Stoller, then the 1 of Gene Knob. Five laps down. The 2 and the 4 are still going at it for third place. Lee and Stuhler, a good race there. Feathers all alone out front. 3/4 of a straightaway lead. Matt Cosner in second. Kyle Lee is third. Gary Stuhler fourth. Stuhler looking to the outside as they go through 1 and 2. Pulls back in behind the 2 car.
Stuhler, the KG veteran, moving around the speedway, trying to find a way around Kyle Lee. One position is a couple of rows up for the feature event.
Final time around as we look to complete heat number 2. And picking up the win is going to be the 76 of Trevor Feathers. Finishing second, the 66 of Matt Cosner. Third will go to the 2 of Lee. Fourth will go to the 4 of Stuhler.
On top of the holler, talking racing and getting ready for the supers in heat number 3.
Rick Eckert, your race leader. Dan Stone running in second spot, followed by the 22 of Greg Satterley. They are 1, 2, and 3. As we head into 3 and 4. What a battle for third place right now as Dylan Stake has gotten by Satterley.
Dylan Stakes won a couple of feature races at the Port Royal Speedway this season. So the young gun Dylan Stake bringing it to Greg Satterley now. Going to hunt down big brother Dan Stone here in 1 and 2.
Great run for the 19 car right now. Rick Eckert well out in front. Great racing through the rest of the field. There was battles for second and then third. And as it stands right now, it's Eckert out front. Stone in second. He's got some company on the way. Dylan Stake running in third spot. Satterley running in fourth place, followed by the 74 of Tyler Hershey.
Dylan Stake in that third position. Another one of them drivers started out racing what we call the little cyclone cars here at the now defunct Shippensburg Speedway. So I got to watch Dylan come up through the ranks of racing different cars and finally up here to a late model sportsman and a late model. And so always improvements throughout each and every year when Dylan brings the car out. So they're actually doing their homework and getting the practice in. Things are working good for Dylan.
Dylan was able to close on Stone, hasn't been able to make up a whole lot of ground. And Satterley, who obviously is having some issues, now has his hands full again, this time with Tyler Hershey for a position. And Hershey makes the move. White flag waves for your leader, Rick Eckert, well out in front. Stone second. Final time around. And Rick Eckert wins heat number 3. Stone hangs on for second, followed by Dylan Stake.
Turn 5 Turnaround is your source for everything dirt track racing. Danny Wilson of Turn 5 hosts Dirt Trackin' Tuesday live on Facebook, and now you can watch replays of the show on WCL-TV channels 806 and 6 on Antietam Broadband. Danny and his team talks to drivers, highlights local racing action, and previews upcoming races happening in our backyard. There's nothing like dirt track racing, and there's nothing like Turn 5 Turnaround's Dirt Trackin' Tuesday, airing Wednesday nights at 9 and Thursday through Sunday at 11 p.m. on Antietam Broadband.
Why would you type it in if you can speak it?
Say hello to my little friend. So I can search classic lines from some of the movies. That's really cool.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Sunset Boulevard, there it is, 1950. This is really amazing.
Show me movies with Angelina Jolie. Salt. Classic. Okay.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's why I love TiVo.
Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
It's been a great day of racing so far at the Frank Sagi Tribute. Good racing, classic cars on the track, and lots of on-track festivities as the racing continues with the super late models in their B main. The top 6 transfer to the feature.
Brad throws the cream. We get out in the flood stretch. 2+2 car of Cody Kirchner, followed by the 08 of Keith Kuntz down the back stretch. So we look to complete lap number 1.
Cody Kirchner out front driving for the Wilt family racing, and Dad Dave Wilt had that color blue with the 2+2 numbers on it years ago whenever he was winning races here in the 4-state area. So they decided to go with the blue for tonight's throwback scheme. But Cody out front comfortably.
Good solid lead for that 2+2 car out in front. Andy Freeze has moved up to 3rd place, followed by the 94 of Jason Miller. Then the 05 of Roy Thies Jr. in a qualifying spot at the moment. Kirchner in solid control of this one as we work lap number 4. Half a straightaway lead over Keith Kuntz in 2nd. And then the 82 of Andy Freeze. Freeze hanging in there with the 08 car in a race for 2nd place. And we got a battle now for 4th place as well. The 05 of Roy Thies Jr. moves into the spot into 4th. With the 94 of Jason Miller now 5th. Six laps down. No change among your leaders. Larry Niederer There's another car solidly in position right now. He's a 6th place car at the moment.
Jason Miller running 5th. See, he brought his last year's car here to this event. I know he has a new rocket that they took to Volusia earlier in the season, but it looks like he opted to bring the older car here. Maybe he likes the way it feels here at the Speedway, but he's running in 5th. He's currently in a transfer position to tonight's feature event.
Kirchner in his own zip code right at the moment, well out in front of this one. And the white flag is gonna wave for Kirchner out front. Keith Kuntz 2nd. Running in 3rd. Andy Freeze. And the checkered flag is out for the 2+2 of Cody Kirchner. Finishing 2nd will be the 08 of Keith Kuntz. 3rd, the 82 of Andy Freeze. 4th, the 05 of Roy Thies Jr.
It's arguably the best seat in the house as he prepares to grab the green flag to start the feature of the Mid-Atlantic Mods here during the 5th annual Frank Sagi Tribute.
Caution flag is out as we had a false start. We had somebody leave a little early. We won't say who, but we have a car backwards in turn number 4. Green is out. We head toward turn number 1. Jackson's going to be your leader as they head into turn number 1. Farling on the outside. 3 cars now racing for the lead. The 7 of Drake Troutman is in the mix as well. But it's going to be Jackson, your leader, with 1 lap complete. Mike Adabelli already on the move as he has advanced a couple of spots. The race right now for 2nd place. And as they exit turn number 4, it's the 7 of Troutman who has moved into 2nd spot. Farling running in 3rd. Adabelli is up to 4th, and he's on the move. He's after Farling in 3rd. Jackson out front. Adabelli makes the move on Farling. He is up to 3rd. Farling running in 4th spot.
Keith Jackson, your leader, a very talented race car driver, has won here in the past in a late model. Now been driving the modifieds for a couple of seasons. Drake Troutman, 3rd generation driver. He will also be piloting a late model from time to time, so he'll pull double duty at speedways along the East Coast here.
Ray Cable running in 5th place, and he's chasing Farling as well. Followed by the 77 of George Dixon. Cable up beside Farling. They're side by side through 1 and 2 in a race for 4th place, with Dixon right behind them. They're still side by side as they go through 3 and 4. Adabelli running in 3rd. And Farling and Cable battle for 4th. Dixon in behind them.
Back here on April 30th, Ray Cable led 24 3/4 of the race. He got passed by Michael Adabelli coming off turn 4 for the checkered flag. So Cable's got a score to settle with the Speedway and see if he's got anything and get on his horse and ride it to the front.
Well, that race for 4th continues, and Farling hangs on to it, but they're losing some ground to your leaders. Jackson is out in front. Running in 2nd is Troutman. Good racing all through the field. Jackson, Troutman, and Adabelli, 1, 2, and 3. Adabelli trying to close on the 7 car. And a car off the pace in turn number 4. That'll bring out the caution. And the 1 and 2 in the restart. The caution flag comes back out. Got some cars up in turn number 4 on that restart. And we go this time. Green waves. And another incident on turn number 4. Back to green. Off the pace is Farling. He's given up some spots as they head into the turns. And another race car off the pace on turn number 2.
Looks like he may have a flat left rear. Looks like
caution flag back out. Back to green. Challenge for the lead now down the backstretch. Troutman trying to wrestle the lead away from Jackson. And Jackson with a clean run through 3 and 4 and hangs on to the race lead. Troutman second out of belly on the low side, running in third. Lots of good racing, no change in the top 3, and the caution's going to come out. We have some debris on the racetrack.
15 to go. Green off turn 4 now.
Troutman again on the up on the cushion, trying to get by your leader. He'll switch to the inside down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Can he hang on? Nope. Jackson will reclaim the lead. Out of belly, sees the opening, and he's looking for second. He will have it off turn 2, but the 7 car trying to come back. Troutman can't do it.
DJ Troutman just overdriving the car a little bit in 1 and 2 and diving it into 3 and 4. He jumped the cushion. Out the belly now going to march to the front.
Jackson's got his hands full as the 95 car. Looks to the inside through 1 and 2. Out of belly, a run off the lower side of the second turn, up beside the 11 car. We'll see who has the lead off turn number 4. Jackson hangs on, has about a half car length lead right now. Third place is Troutman, and George Dixon is on the move in 4th. Ray Cable racing with Corbin for 5th place. The race for the lead continues. Out of belly has grabbed the lead at the flag stand.
Out the belly using the low side 3 and 4, 1 and 2. Fantastic bite up off the turn.
Anderson moving up through the field as well. He's looking for the top 5. Out of belly, your leader. Jackson second, followed by Troutman, then Dixon, then Anderson, and the caution flag is out. 10 laps remain in tonight's Mid-Atlantic Modified feature.
Keep your eye on the 25 of Andy Anderson. That car has come alive. Moving forward, the green is out.
Take him through 1 and 2. Troutman on the move as he challenges Jackson for the runner-up spot. And he gets it down the front stretch. So Jackson back to 3rd right now. The race for 4th, Dixon and Anderson. Once again, Anderson continues to climb up through the field.
Anderson looks a lot better in 3 and 4. Dixon's better in 1 and 2. See how they come off the turn this time as we complete lap 19, lap 17, excuse me.
Troutman trying to come back. He was up there battling for the lead earlier in this event. He's hanging with Out of belly. They run 1 and 2. Jackson 3rd. Dixon has pulled away from Anderson a little bit now in 4th. Anderson running in 5th. Cable in sixth place. A lot of cars racing for position further back in the field. Good racing, and Troutman takes a shot at your leader, Adebelli, as they head through 1 and 2. And the caution flag is going to come out.
Once again, tricky turn number 4. Has a couple of cars gathered up here on the inside of turn 4.
We've reached the time limit, so the next caution will end the race. So either a yellow or checkered flag will end this one. Adebelli and Troutman have been going at it the last couple of laps. Troutman getting a great run off the cushion in turns 1 and 2. Green is out.
Belly able to squirt away just a little bit. Troutman keeping the RPMs up, keeping the momentum off turn 4, try to run him back down.
Good restart for Adebelli, and he continues to lead. Troutman still on that cushion through 1 and 2, trying to gain the advantage. We have 4.5 laps to go.
Troutman putting that right rear just up into the cushion enough, trying to get a little bit more of an advantage off the turn. He's running back down.
Jackson still third. Anderson has moved to fourth with Dixon fifth, but they still battle for position down the backstretch.
Lap 22 will be in the books. Adebelli still leads, but Troutman's right there after him.
And those two are pulled away from the rest of the field for right now. It'll be 2 to go the next time they cross the start-finish line. Jackson by himself in third. Dixon has reclaimed fourth. Anderson trying to get it back. Twin sticks shown to the drivers right now, and once again Troutman goes to that top side. He's closing on your leader Adebelli. But Adebelli hangs on to the race lead as they go into 3 and 4.
See how much he gains through 3 and 4 down the front stretch. Adebelli continues to run the low side.
White flag waves.
0.3 of a second separated Adebelli and Troutman at the line. Adebelli better run off turn 2 into 3 and 4.
Through the turns the final time. Picking up the win here tonight is going to be Michael Adebelli. Troutman finishes second.
Mike, we're back in victory lane, my friend.
Yeah, good to see you. I wasn't sure if I was going to get here tonight. There's a lot of good cars here, and we redrew a 7, and might as well redrew a 17. You know, there's a lot of tough competition, and I was glad to pull out the win tonight. Guys have been really working hard on the car. We've been struggling a little bit, but I think they finally got it going pretty good. It felt pretty good there in the feature.
Super Late Model Feature is up next. Stay right where you are.
Why would you type it in if you can speak it?
Say hello to my little friend. So I can search classic lines from some of the movies. That's really cool.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Sunset Boulevard, there it is, 1950. This is really amazing.
Show me movies with Angelina Jolie. Salt, classic, okay.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's why I love TiVo.
Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get fiber-powered business internet backed by 24/7 tech support from Antietam Broadband. Call today.
You see it all here. Fast cars and legends from yesterday at the Frank Sagi Tribute. The Supers are ready for their feature.
Tonight's race paced by the 1980 restored Camaro late models, formerly raced by Bob Waring and Jim Dunn. They paced the field here tonight. And we look to go. We're about to find out who has the hot shoe in the late models. Green is out, and hold on to your seats. Trevor Feathers has grabbed the race lead from Covert as they go down the backstretch. They're still going to battle side by side through turns 3 and 4. And Feathers will come out your leader of lap number 1. Covert running in second spot. The 0 of Rick Eckert is in third. Bernhauser is fourth. Feathers and Covert racing for the lead in the early going. Followed by Eckert, Bernhauser, and Matt Cosner. Torrid racing back through the field for position. Feathers, Covert, 1 and 2. Eckert in third. Followed by Cosner. And Bernheisel. Gerald Chamberlain throwback car. Driven by Feathers out in front. Feathers pulling away a little bit out front in the race lead. Cosner has moved up to third place. So Cosner, the West Virginian, now running third with Eckert in fourth place.
Cosner got around Eckert now, starting to drive away from Eckert and run down Jason Covert, currently running second.
Kyle Hardy, who set fast time tonight, working his way up through the field as well, as he has moved into the top 5.
Matt Cosner always does well on the bigger tracks. He's won many features at the Great Bedford Speedway. Cosner loves the big sweeping half miles.
Working lap number 8. Feathers, Covert 1 and 2. Cosner running in third. Then the 0 of Eckert and the 45 of Hardy. Hardy's going to go after Eckert now. Can't get by him this time, but he's up alongside of him down the backstretch. He will get him off turn 4 and down the front stretch. So Hardy into fourth. Eckert is fifth. Bernhauser running in sixth, followed by Dan Stone.
Dan Stone taking a slightly different line to what he usually runs here at this speedway. I see Dan Stone run the top side a lot when he's here. Tonight deciding to try the bottom. Larry Nieder dropped out in the 121.
And behind Stone, another good race taking place. Winters and Stuhler in behind. And your leader's starting to close on lap traffic.
That Marvin Winters, Gary Stuhler race, there's two good drivers right there together. Many wins between the pair of them, as Marvin Winters has raced one in late model sportsmen's, late models, pure stocks, normally anything he can get his hands on.
That's turning into a 3-car race right now for 7th place. Stone, Winters, and Stuhler. Right now, 7th, 8th, and 9th in the running order. And it looks like Covert now is gaining some serious ground on your race leader.
94 Jason Miller comes pit side. What we've seen a lot of times at this speedway, when the leaders get the lap traffic, catching them's one thing, passing them's another. So it could be the dirty air upsetting the 76 car that's allowed Covert to close in. But I mean, he has made some serious gains.
As Covert would tell you, it's always good to be second at the moment. We reached the halfway point in this one. 15 laps down, 15 to go right now. Feathers holding off Covert by about 5 car lengths. Covert closes in the turns, and Feathers extends that lead on the straightaways. And the 66 car of Matt Cosner is closing on your leaders. Had a good run. Had a good run for his first time in a late model. So it's Feathers, Covert, Cosner, Hardy, Eckert, followed by Bernheiser, then Stone, Stuhler. In that order, working lap 18 of 30.
Top two continue to weave their way through lap traffic. Now as the 2+2 of Cody Kirshner brings his car pit side. Next car looking to go a lap down will be the 82 of Andy Freeze.
Feathers maintaining his lead of about 4 or 5 car lengths as they head down the backstretch. Looking to complete lap 20 of 30. Cosner continues to slowly reel in your race leaders running in third. Then it's the 45 of Hardy, followed by the 0 of Rick Eckert. They're your top 5. 2/3 of the way through this one.
Cosner with an excellent run off 3 and 4 off the bottom that time, able to close in on the back of Covert. Looks like his groove might be working for him now on the bottom.
And we may be seeing a 3-car race for the lead here.
Absolutely. Front 2 now running the middle of the track. Cosner continues to run down along the guardrail. We call here would be like the Gary Stuhler line for the late models, or the Donnie Kreitz line if you're a sprint car driver. You're down against the guardrail making some serious headway.
Hardy trying to close on your top 3 as well. Feathers, Covert, Cosner, they are all nose to tail as they head down the backstretch. Lap traffic all around the racetrack now, and your leaders working their way methodically through it. And Cosner has moved into the runner-up spot. He's got a lap car in front of him. That may give Covert a chance to get back in front.
Cosner using the chrome horn to move him over because he's lost some ground. He gets these cars cleared. I do believe he's going to close right back in on them.
So now it's Feathers, Cosner, and Covert 1, 2, and 3. Hardy in 4th, Eckert in 5th. As we have 5 laps to go.
Gene Knob a lap down. Feathers able to maneuver around him, but still, Cosner wants the bottom. Feels that's where he needs to be to make his car work.
And Feathers getting a little break here as the race for second heats up again. Don't see Gene Knob getting lapped, by the way, too often.
That's for sure. He's another big racetrack driver, loves the big half miles.
Covert has moved back into second. So that race for second, helping out the 76 out in front. Two to go for your race leader. Trevor Feathers out in front. Covert trying to close back in. Cosner back to third place now. Hardy fourth. Rick Eckert rounds out your top five. And they'll see the white flag this time around.
Covert going to drive the wheels off at this last lap as he's closed within 3 car lengths.
Feathers and Covert down the backstretch for the final time. Covert's going to give it a shot on the inside as they go through 3 and 4, but Trevor Feathers able to hold him off and win tonight's Frank Sagi tribute.
There he is! Having a big hand for Trevor Feathers! Trevor, man, what a race, what a night, what a weekend.
Yeah, unbelievable. I couldn't have dreamed of that, to come here with Gerald's car as a throwback. Thanks to Red Devil Barbecue, Travis Vance, for everything he did to get this deal done. I honestly cannot believe this. We really weren't very good. It fired off good, and then we started building loose, and I started searching. He got close to me, and I started searching, kind of got away, and then we got into the lap cars, and the last 5 laps I was holding on for dear life.
Well, I tell you what, race traffic certainly played a big part in that, as well as 39 stop laps.
Yeah, which is exactly what I needed. If we would have had a caution, it probably wouldn't have been good. We weren't very good, so we got some work to do, but for now, I can't believe it.
What a night of racing here at Hagerstown Speedway. We appreciate you watching the 5th annual Frank Sagi Tribute, produced by Turn 5 Turnaround and Antietam Media Services.